So, anyway, looking pretty good. Big ranging kick coming down from Project Waterboys, number 14 for Gabc, taking the ball nicely, taking it up, nice support coming in through that. Good carry. Gabc in control of the ball here. Not really doing anything too extravagant, but they're just playing the game pretty nicely here.
Oh, big danger on the wing. Surely give him the ball. He's got some space. Yep. He's got some wheels.
And an extra piece there. You did right, Jamie. Didn't put it wide. Don't know why. Maybe didn't see him kick over the top by Gabc. Nice little kick. It's worked pretty well in the end.
And unfortunately, the water boy touched it, so it's gone to Gabc's throw. They've taken it quickly. They're going to play this game at pace.
UBB Gabc charging.
Oh, great feed. Fantastic feed. And on
offload
well as well.
Yeah, lovely done.
I'll tell you what, these water boys, all last 2 days, they cover. They make their tackles. Oh, and that one tried to flick round the back, sent it forward.
Threw that one away. They had a man out wide.
Dangerous.
They've got with advantage, and they're going to try and open it up here, which is courageous.
Oh,
look at that.
Good thing.
He's got to go.
Has he got the pace? He's got a big man running up on him. Look at him.
And that was
down.
It's a great cover from the Fijian.
Did well.
Who actually covered
the ball down there coming through.
Here's how it's opening up. This is where it gets dangerous for both teams, I think.
Yeah. Now it's all open. When you get some spaces, when that play goes against you, suddenly the paddock opens up, and you don't have the people back. You're scrambling.
The work that was done in defence by the Fijian out in the far wing to get back and cover that 2-in-1, which was a 2-in-1 briefly.
That was a great opportunity for the Water Boys. Unfortunately, they couldn't put away, so now they're back down their half.
Kicked it straight into the breadbasket.
And a penalty too. Not what you want.
Comedy of errors there.
No, well, I don't think the Water Boys are laughing, Mr. Compere.
Yes, the stadium announcer calling that comedy errors. I think that was some phenomenal rugby and some very tired players there. It was in play for a long time. It's just the kind of rugby you like, Jamie.
Oh, I love that kind of rugby. I mean, where there's no stoppages, that's where I'm at my best. When it's open play.
Nice to hear from a big front row forward. Personally, the more stoppages, the better.
I think there was a big tongue-in-cheek from Jamie there, Lee.
Start to this game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
talking of legend,
Mr. Junior Superior just arrived here. Turned up, but lost. No, you're not in Samoa, Junior. You're here in Hong Kong.
It's a tremendous story he is. Lifetime security guard.
There he is. Look at that.
Look at that. Big hand.
Big, genial bloke. I tell you what, I've seen Junior Superior play against the Hong Kong side. We had a trial game. Tapped the ball. Junior ran up, absolutely snotted. The penalty went back against the Hong Kong side. No one caught the ball.
Look at this Water Boys break. Oh, well run down, well run down. Great break though. I actually saw Junior through a play at the 10s here and Rundle went to the parkway a few years ago.
He's trouble.
Look at that lovely ball. He's dancing, good shipping, got to come back inside.
The thing is though, Gabc, they've just got those speeds, you can't really run around them.
That's all right.
That's the trick.
Two clean breaks so far for the Water Boys.
Oh, Danger, he's in trouble here.
This is a chance.
Come on, Danger. Oh, he's done well. He's done very well.
Oh, he's done very well.
Chance.
Look at this.
And this is the danger.
Big running rugby here. Look at it. That's it. You all get up, you create gaps. I'll tell you what, when your line goes forward and you leave a few behind, it suddenly turns into sevens rugby.
True does. True does.
Has he caught him?
Oh, he's done so well.
That is magnificent defence.
Yes.
And my hat was going out to the big number 6 for the Water Boys there. Russell Nimmo. He was chasing hard, but you know, he just, despite the fact that his stomach was 6 inches ahead of the rest of him, he just could get nowhere near to catch it there.
But it's end-to-end rugby. That was great. Took the ball down here, looking under pressure. Suddenly turned the whole game round down the other end of the paddock. It was great running.
It was the number 3's recovery and getting the pass off the ground for Gabc.
Dane James, yeah, lovely, did it very, very well, set it up, and suddenly we've gone from being on defence, on your line, on attack.
Let's see what the Water Boys do. Are they going to kick this away, or are they going to try and run it? Oh, they're going to try and run it out of here. Well, that's
great rugby, all positive stuff. Everyone chancing their arm.
Big Russell, this is more his kind of game. Just hit it up there, big fella.
Knock on.
Ball flicked out, Gabc comes away with it.
Intercept, great intercept. Well done, big man. there you go.
Look at that.
That's the
big fella took it.
That's the benefit of a big breakfast. Russell, get on there.
Right, he took that well, bumped off, then got a penalty for the water boys. Now it's
And here we
coming
are.
the
Here's
other
the
way.
brakes on. The brakes on.
Look at that speed.
that's
line.
fantastic.
Oh, look at that. No man
he's
inside.
got to
Go
go.
inside.
And they're through.
Fend him off.
Oh,
He's
what a
finished.
great
And he's
And he lost
got
it
inside. Oh.
What, this is great rugby.
What
One
rugby.
end to the other.
Best game of the tournament so far, I'd say.
Yep. This has been great stuff. Some nice breaks there, but you got to say, Gabc just got the speed. They got the boys that can get back and drag them down.
Yeah,
that was good running though by the water boys.
Great skill set. I mean, under pressure with that amount of tiredness, and all coming from that intercept under his own post.
I got to be saying, Bruce, if you for 40 years of rugby, all your skills put together wouldn't have made that play, would it?
That's very harsh, because I mean I was nearly about 43 years, 44 years. I could have got a couple of the passes. I could have thrown the forward one.
Aye, well, that's true, dead right. That would have been your one, Brucey. Anyway, here we go. So
big scrum coming up here for Gabc. Big Kempy in the front row.
That's
look at that scrum down on the far side.
Oh,
referee's not calling it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
And again,
He's gone.
here we go. Look at him. This man is danger.
Oh, he didn't
Number
fancy it.
11 for Gabc. Lemeki Tuele from Fiji, no surprise there. Does he look like a Fijian runner to you? By crikey.
Easy to do,
I think they were very hard done by in that scrum. I think Gabc went down the far side.
Yeah, far side and down. Referee didn't even
This
see
will
it.
go straight.
Yeah. SpongeBob passed it off very nicely to number 12 there. Panico Latu from New Zealand. And another penalty.
Penalty. This is just keeping the pressure on water boys. If they can just keep them out here.
You've got to say, in the end, water boys seem to be calm, collective, under pressure on attack.
It's dangerous.
Nice chase. No, water boys cleaned it up well. This is a great game of rugby.
I think
That's a
maybe
five
took that
scrum.
back.
I'd say
5 metre scrum. Yeah.
After all that,
Nevertheless, that was a good scramble. Looked like Gabc were going to be through there, but water boys held it back. Both the defence for both sides has been phenomenal. Absolutely stretched, but they managed to contain
Look
it.
at the replacements coming on. They're getting the rotations on here. The big boys are needing rests.
He's had a few meat pies in his day, I'd say, Brucey, wouldn't you? But he's used them well.
I don't know if they bothered making it into a pie. I think they just cut the cow in half, actually.
Black belt in jiu-jitsu as well.
Is he?
Yeah, he sure is. Yeah. You don't want to come up down his channel.
Don't know. I've got a black belt in origami. I don't know whether that would hold up as well.
I take it you weren't picking any
give him a
fights
good
with him
paper cut.
yesterday, Jamie.
Not at all. I'm staying well clear of Kempy, as I do on most Saturdays in the league.
Oh, that's great. Oh, and a knock on at the back of the scrum by Gabc. Now, Leighton, as we said yesterday, now this is a water boys put in. This is a real pressure put in because they have to lift the foot and hook, don't they?
Aye, exactly. This is where it makes it very hard. And then 5 men in the scrum, basically one bloke's got to put his foot out, so you're down by around about 20% in terms of your push. He's got to get the strike, get his foot back real quick and hold it.
You were good in the 20% there, Leighton. I'm pretty impressed.
Like, I work in banking, mate. I spend all my days charging you to look after your money.
He's a number man.
That's
He's
what
I'm a number man.
I don't give you much to look after.
Oh, exactly. Well, you're a Scotsman, mate.
Yeah,
Be
it's
under
none
the
of that.
mattress.
That's an early push. They'll have the free kick here. And he's
Done well,
taking it very quickly.
Oh, yep.
And
Coming
for-
away. Look at this
oh,
one, boys. Closed down pretty quick, though.
Look at
Nice
that
little
big
break.
hit, though.
Little mistakes creeping in. Last minute of play, first half. What a half, though. What a half.
Yeah, I think it deserves to go in at 0-0, doesn't it?
I got to say, Gabc, I would have put my money on them, but water boys, they are giving absolutely nothing up here.
And you know, just the both teams have had their chances. I think Gabc might just hit right up through the centre here. They've been going maybe well. I think just if they can win the scrum ball, of course.
I mean, neither side seem to be panicking particularly anyway. I mean, they're getting that, they're not losing it. They're just trying to, take the chances when they are. Both of them have done very well on that.
I think the closest was when the Gabc broke up the right wing, and that spectacular save down near the corner flag by water boys. Still shooting for the whole of the moon.
No score coming, 30 seconds in the half. Will be a good time now for Gabc to get 5 points on the board, or 7 even, obviously.
I think Waterboys will be very happy to take this in at 0-0 with 20 seconds left of that first half.
Has he given a free kick to... What? No, he's not.
He's resetting the scrum.
It's a bit far away late now, just was trying to...
Well, you can look at the screen here, Breach. I found that quite an interesting invention. Rather than looking over the rail, I spent all day looking over the rail. They put a TV here now.
Don't try and reverse that. I had to point that out to you yesterday. Halfway through the day. So here we go. Ball coming in for Gabc.
uh,
Big scrum needed from the water boys. Oh, He's got
Quick
one
lead,
away.
a
There we
bit of a
go.
high pass. I wouldn't want to be sitting out there trying to get the one out of the sky. Nevertheless,
This is the
nicely
danger
done.
man out wide, and they've
Oh no!
and they've turned it
Over.
Must be half time.
We're going to go to the half. Yep. That was a bit of a sloppy play there. I don't know why he threw that pass. He just sort of set it.
I think what you got to say, that's probably the best half of rugby we've had in the tournament so far.
That was phenomenal.
I think so.
Both ends of the batting, up and down. Gabc giving it good, very, very feisty running there by Sami Ali from PG. He looked pretty promising. Made some great options. Just couldn't finish it off. But Waterboys, both of them scrambling in the defence and holding the Oppos out.
They've got a couple of boys from the extended Scottish 7 squad as well. Fraser Leo and another lad in there. The Wonder Boys, so they've got some pace. Now, basically, the two of you have said Gabc. I'm saying I'm hoping Water Boys. I think we have to have a tie break. Who's the Teddy going for, Jamie?
I'd say on Ewan's behalf.
Look at the colours.
Going and say, given it's pink, I think he's going to go for the Water Boys.
He's got to go for the Water Boys. I think, to me, the Water Boys are holding in on there in that first half. I think the Gabc have had a lot of pressure. Water Boys had a few breaks, but let's be honest, we're all hoping for the underdog. We all want the Water Boys to make it.
The only danger I could, you'll get another shot at Gabc, maybe. If they get beat, they come into your competition. You nearly had it.
You'll be looking forward to that, won't you?
That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, awesome.
No, you did right. I mean, as you're saying, Brucey, the Project Water Boys, these are all amateur players. I mean, I've got to say.
Semi-pro, I think
Semi-pro, nevertheless, mate. You got to love that about a team. That's the one thing about rugby. You get a team that come down here. They're not on the old King's Shilling. They're all out here in their own best. So good on them.
No, they've actually, to tell the truth, you said that, they've got a really good sponsor. This team started in the last 2 years, they'd go to Dubai and everything. A guy that made his own way in the world, made a lot of money, and he's really supporting this team. There's the tournament director, Billy Mason, going back looking remarkably calm for this time of day, isn't he?
Well, obviously he doesn't know what's going on. And Billy Mason, long-standing Hall of Famer for Hong Kong rugby, referee, great player, also the chairman of the Sunderland Supporters Club here in Hong Kong, of which I am the second member. There's only two of us.
Oh, I was going to say, there's not many Sunderland fans in Sunderland, let alone in Hong Kong.
I think is Davy Moyes the manager of Sunderland now? Did he not just tell some female reporter that she had to be quiet and give her a slap, which was rather unfortunate in the world of football.
Excuse me, didn't Sunderland have some bloke used to give a funny salute? He came from Italy. I think they've had some interesting managers over the years.
Well, Sunderland's are not, the most normal of places. So let's be honest. The team can't
my
be.
father-in-law's from Sunderland. He's 91, still going. I tell you what, you can't argue with that.
Something in the water.
As you said yesterday, Leighton, back to the rugby. Gabc with the ball. 9 minutes to go. 0-0. Everything to play for. I think number 11, that's where my money's on for the Water Boys to make the break for us. Harvey Elms, North Berwick. I played North Berwick when I was at school. We went up prior to an international waiting, and we were in Dumfries. We were way below them theoretically. We went up and we won 24-0. And they put it in the national newspaper on the Monday that they'd won 24-0. That's how you have to deal with these East Coasters. It's unbelievable.
Here we go. Feed coming in here from Gabc. I've got to say, I think Gabc had more opportunities and haven't capitalised than Water Boys. Water Boys have defended very, very well, haven't the option. Gabc's just got the speed.
Cheeky.
But they've not been able to capitalise on. Here we go. A couple of lads out there. Nice break. Aye.
And he's up competing for the ball.
They've really not missed many tackles at all.
Low ball. Picked it, took it well. Big boy,
boy
number 5. Look at him. Swat.
Oh, go.
I would have kept. Passed to someone in the stadium there, I think, actually, not in the paddock.
Number 7, I don't know what happened there. I think maybe the wind caught his hair, going away.
Right, I think we've got to give Pinky up, do we?
Yeah. Great.
Hamo wants him back.
It's been lovely chatting with you guys.
It's been a pleasure having you here, Jamie.
Hopefully,
go on, play well. We wish you all the well.
Thank you very much
for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you. Please look out for the Pink Bear.
What's Pink Bear's name, by the way, other than Pink Bear? Rupert or Hamo? I think we should call Hamo or Dowsey. Which one are you going to call it?
Dowsey, I think. But it's got too much hair for Dowsey, but so we'll have to call it. It's actually got a certificate. Sandy.
So look, it would be orange if it was Sandy. It would be a ginger bear if it was Sandy. Okay, we'll call it Sandy.
All right, cheers, James.
All the best,
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Mr. Pinko. We'll welcome you back after you've won the plate, maybe. There we go. Thank you, Jimmy. Right, let's go on to this game, Leighton. It's still really
He's done well. I got to say, I'm very pleased because he's obviously out position. Bruce, he's done pretty well. The 10s years old.
No, he's actually got a great skill set for a big boy. I don't think actually propping's his biggest skill set. He's all the rest of the game. He's a good prop though.
Well, it's very unfair now. We play all these people with skills, Bruce. In my day, it just was, you know, who would be the...
Oh, there's the break. That's the
man. Look at him. There it goes. The break. Game's finally breaking open, I think.
And I think he may be Fijian.
I don't know about that, Bruce. I'll have a look. He could be from Norway. Number 13 again. He's been the danger man for them. Samu Bayal from Fiji indeed he is. And he's threatened a couple of times with some great breaks. And finally, in the end, they've gone through. It's taken Gabc a while. Project Water Boys have fought this game pretty solidly. They've had defended well. They've had their breaks. But that might be telling. And
I think
version is good.
I'm fairly sure Water Boys have got a score in them here, the way this game's been going. So,
certainly not
couple of replacements on. So, let's see how they take this kick off and where they go. They've got a lovely skill set in the Water Boys. Maybe not quite the size in some areas, and maybe not the pure top speed or something, but they're all quick players.
They are. They're very good. I mean, they're great defence. I think in the end, though, Gabc just got the extra legs. Big kick. Comes down, contested.
It's knocked on by Gabc, so we can play it on. And
Water Boys have it. Secured the ball nicely there.
And take the advantage would be the best thing to do here.
Oh, that's a big lad coming through. Missed it though.
Look at this. Kick ahead and just. He's unfortunately no support with him. It's probably the option he had. But he's 22 though, so 22 is our result, really.
At number 5, he went for it. Unfortunately, he's not on the team list, so we'll just call him Semi. Francois McCracken from
Fiji.
Norway.
Yeah. That would be the Vikings, surely.
Well, maybe well too. Yeah. Anyway, he went for that big intercept, didn't quite get it. Water Boys.
Oh, that's a great take.
Nice take, yep.
And this boy's been a danger player all the last 2 days.
He's going a bit sideways though.
But that's okay, but he set it up right in front of his big boys.
Water Boys come through, got the ball. Gabc up quick though, closing it down.
I think they want to come back left here.
Yep. I think they have the numbers.
Unfortunately, unable to be connected. Struggle going to Project's Water Boys. Just over 4.5 minutes to go to our final cup quarter. Next up, we have the Natixis Hong Kong Football Club against the CRFA Gladiators.
Kenzo Parnell, here he is. Down here, had a great game. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, just coming past, playing for the old boys, Kenzo Parnell, well done. Come in, just going to join us for a couple of commentaries here.
A couple of minutes, I know you've got to go and warm up, you young boys. Train Kenzo, long time Hong Kong player, been in Japan for a number of years now, Kenzo, yeah?
Yes, I have, yep. It's about 7 years now, so thanks very much for having me.
Ah, that was great. Watching you play the other day, some great spark coming out of here.
We're thinking this is the best game of the tournament so far.
Really?
This frame here between the Water Boys and Gabc. Really tight.
I think Overseas Old Boys vs Samurai might be the game of the tournament. It's coming up soon,
yes,
so
I must
you'll have to
admit,
tune in a few minutes.
You know, when you plan your tournament and you get to a certain stage, you think, well, okay, we're now going to go for the bowl. You don't expect Samurai to be cropping up, do you?
Exactly. So this morning there was a bit of talk whether we tactically try and challenge for the shield or the bowl, and unfortunately, yeah, we just have to give it a go, I think.
Hey, well, great fun. Go and play these boys and
exactly
do their best.
I believe the Overseas Old Boys, though, Kenzo, very sorry to say, here playing for your dad.
Yes, that's
lost
right.
Last year, sorry about that, didn't know he went away, but anyway, I'm sure I'd be very, very proud to watch you out here having a good old run. He was a very keen supporter of the game.
But, he sure was. Thank you very much.
And I'll tell you what, the old boys, I mean, there's such a stronger team than it used to be. Every team in this competition, we're seeing the quality goes up. It's a great tournament.
Yes, yeah, I think that's we've just discussing with a few of the guys. It seems this year that the standard of the lower teams has gone up significantly. The top teams are always going to be awesome, but we've got the lower teams who are playing pretty awesome now.
No, you did right, Kenzo. The standard here, no one's really been out of the depth. I was saying to Bruce the other day, I remember playing for DA Tigers against Fiji Magicians. It was 70-0. I didn't think you'd get that high in a game of Thames.
Oh, and that was wide open out wide in the pass.
And he threw it away. And nevertheless, we managed to go on and win the bowl, which was a bit bizarre. But the ranges there were a lot higher. The teams here today, all of them, have been a lot closer and tighter.
We'll talk through the last 3 minutes of this game, and then we'll have a wee chat to you about what Japan's been like, Kenzo, for yourself.
Okay, sure. Sounds good.
This is now down to the last 3 minutes. Water Boys.
Very tight game, Brucey. Very tight game.
Is that? I mean, it's 7-0. We haven't had any extra time today so far, or yesterday. Well, it wouldn't be a full game to it. They knock out. They've been really good for a bunch of semi-pros from Scotland.
Good on them.
Yeah, they're good fit players. A couple of guys from the extended 7th squad from Scotland that are giving them some extra pace.
Gabc flick the ball away on their line, having a go. They're going to run it. Fancy the chances. Look at that big rangy runner here coming through. Nice tackle by Project Water Boys. Didn't hold him in the tackle though. He got back up again. Oh, here we go. They are not letting them out of the half.
Great flooding of the zone, but just
Gabc taking it, controlling it though, not panicking, just taking their time, working the ball up the paddock.
And they've got danger men all over the park. That's the thing. Water Boys are doing exactly what they have to do at this stage of the game. They're rushing up. They just got to try and turn this ball over.
Nice strength there, great strength there. Just carried on, and that tackle took the ball forward another couple of meters. Oh, look at that step. Look at that man sitting out wide. In, out, look at him. And lovely follow-up support play by number 11.
Oh, great tackle. This could be turned over by the Water Boys, the tackle. Yeah, I think they've turned it over.
Yeah. No,
oh,
penalty the other way.
I have to say that they had 2 men over the ball there, Water Boys. I think that was quite harsh. Of course, I might be slightly partisan.
And like you, Bruce, you're told I wouldn't be going being a good King Scotsman. I think you'd find that a bit of a hard call, really. Anyway, you're right. I think it was a bit tough.
Okay.
Going for the line out here.
Minute to go. Gabc line out.
As they roll the subs, both teams, on comes big T. Diddy Stevens in the number 4 jumper. Looking to make a big mark here in the last.
It's a big meat coming on for Gabc.
Yeah, he's not a small boy. T. Diddy Stevens, did he say?
Right.
I don't think they'll be lifting him.
No. He's all muscle. Nice take by Gabc. That's what they want, settling it in.
They're going to hold it tight and run this clock down.
27 seconds to go, 7-0. I got to say, I would have thought Gabc would have taken it away, but they haven't. Project Water Boys have done very, very well. Just maybe unlucky, just not to get a score away. Nevertheless, Gabc have it. Grinding it up the paddock, playing a bit of English rugby there. Just keeping it tight. Nevertheless, gone wide now.
And
there comes the pace. Look at that. Oh, beautifully done.
You see that?
And he just stepped out. Bad luck.
That wasn't English rugby. That was pure Fijian rugby you saw there. But look,
Joshua.
Water Boys have got one chance here.
Joshua Vici from Fiji. Look at that. Came right across the paddock, danced up the sideline. Couldn't quite keep the tinkle toes in. Had he had, that would have been a try. It was a nice run.
Referee just being a bit
picky.
Picky there, yes, actually. Because if there's one thing you want is quick ball to get away here, Project Water Boys. Well, they've shown they've got the capacity to break the line. So they'll have one chance here.
Got to be pretty much the last chance indeed for the Water Boys. Nice little throw to the front, nicely done.
Great skill under pressure, so let's see where we go.
I don't think they're going to be kicking the ball here, Brucey. They're going to keep pushing this as long as they can.
The number 11, their danger player all day, and big contact.
Pressure's on Projects, Water Boys here to try.
They've got to make something happen out of here. I think they need to come back this way real quick. They need to form a line. Penalty.
Okay.
I think that,
it's gone backwards.
They're lucky there. Got away with that one. Ball didn't quite go to hand, but the ball went back.
Some physical challenges coming in now from Gabc at this cruise gauge.
Oh,
There's big Russell Nimmo hitting it up.
He's got a hint of the ginger in him too there, Bruce.
Oh, he is the team ginger. Oh, and that's a no-arm shoulder actually after the ball went there.
The referee's got his hand out, playing the advantage.
Big fella's up low. Oh, and there's another one with no arms actually. 2 in a row.
Well, the boys aren't giving it up.
Should have been a card there, I thought there, but anyway. Oh,
man, you could not. What's he doing there? And there it was. You didn't want that, did you? That was free ball.
Yeah, Kenzo, there's one thing, just a couple of comments in the tournament, because I think I saw your coach waving for you.
Oh,
down
really?
There. He just went the gap there and waved at you.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
I don't know. Maybe he was just making sure you were still on the ground. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
And going home. So, tournament as a whole, I mean, obviously playing in it is, I mean, it's such a challenge with some of these great players, but
It sure is.
I mean, question we've been having all weekend, I mean, we think this is shortened 15s, not long 7s. And as a development game, what do you think to 10s rugby?
10s rugby, I think it's probably the perfect game. 7s, you need to be a speedster, and like if you're not one of the fastest people in the world, you probably won't survive. At least 10s has space for
Why were you
props
looking at
and so
Brucey
on.
when you said that, Ginzo?
You pointed towards him, sorry, as I mentioned that.
I have to say, in my time, I've won a 5-a-side football team and a 5-a-side tournament and a 7-a-side rugby team. I picked this team for the 7-a-side rugby. The other 6 players were quite good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Well, yeah. So I think 10s is probably the perfect in between, and a good way to spread the game. Like 7s is almost a different sport these days to 15s. At least 10s is a bit
inclusive, more inclusive.
So
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You've been about for years here. We better go on to this game soon. But what are you doing when you give up your rugby?
When I give my rugby,
he's not giving up his rugby. He's got years to go on.
Well, Leighton played for quite a while, so I'm trying to stick around.
We're having our testimonial in a couple of weeks, actually.
Oh, right, okay.
So
well, you are giving
memorial, they're calling it, actually.
Yes, I'm giving up.
All right, well, I'll see if I can last that long, too.
Yeah. Good on you, mate. Anyway, here we go. Gladiators playing against Football Club. Should be a reasonably even tussle here, I think, between the two. Gladiators having a bit of a hard road to hoe, but they've played pretty well. As Kenzo was saying, I mean, none of these teams have been completely out of the depth. No. They gave it a good go. Football Club playing in not quite traditional colours today.
Bumblebee colours.
Gold and green.
Yeah.
Gladiators are a pretty sharp team. I believe they're like China's development 7s team from Shandong.
Some great pace.
Province,
great pace, some great guys. Not scared of the contact, but just against the prime teams here, just out-muscled.
Yes, which is the case for a few of us.
I would suspect they'll give Football Club a really hard game here.
Well, yeah, Gladiators certainly had the pace. We saw that when they had the ball in hand. I think what they kept trying to do is keep the ball playing rather than maybe taking the contact and setting the next phase. But nevertheless, they got speed on them. They love to run, and they run well. Unfortunately, you just put the ball down there.
It's good. I mean, you've got to admire Football Club because obviously they're the home team. I mean, I think everyone else is held to the squad, but basically it's who's not at work sometimes for these games. That's just great. You know, you get the opportunity to go and play against really good players, but it's actually a decent Football Club team. A lot stronger than
Yeah, he did right, Bruce. He got on them. I mean, not surprising. There's been 32 10s tournaments, and Football Club's had a team in for the last 32 years.
Yeah, so no, they're always invited, apparently.
They're always invited, and they give it a go. You did right. I mean, the game's moved on. The teams have got stronger and stronger. Football Club as well. But it's a big ask, actually, I think, to throw a team out. I remember years ago when the 10s was, you'd get a couple of pickup teams from Hong Kong to fill the gaps. The Football Club have always been committed, and they've done well. And good on them.
There you go. There's some guys. Let's see who they are.
This is where it is. It's the speed. This is their Arsenal. This is Gladiators. They've just got the pace.
Their Arsenal, I think that was a bit more like Spurs. It was a bit more flair than Arsenal, actually. Yeah.
Well, I know it wasn't Sunderland. So score there to GFI Gladiators. Open the board 5-0. That's where they're dangerous. That's what their game is. They're very fast lads. Like a lot of teams out here in Asia, maybe not able to do the physical bit, but they can certainly get around the paddock. And they get an opportunity, they go, and they go well.
But I think as we're saying, now that the 7s are a big game, there's a development game in China, and there's money being thrown at it, and there's a lot of time spent in coaching. And I mean, their skill set, their handling skills, really good.
thought the referee was going to the video ref there, but I think it's just calling for the ball.
Yeah, oh, wait, it's not the video ref. We're worried, actually. Maybe missed that.
I've done a lot of refereeing during my time playing.
Yeah.
I have to say, did all the referees have these orange shorts on? Because they just look a bit strange.
Maybe that's because you're not allowed to tackle the top half.
Ah, oh, it is, yeah. Oh, and that's that's quite harsh. It was their ball, but he just said he's rolled over him.
Here we go. Interesting, delicate, nicely tied up there by Football Club Natixis. Football Club not letting him get away with that. Good defence. Up quick on him.
Yeah. Kenzo is he said he's had enough of you, and he's got to go and prepare for our overseas old boys next game, where they've actually, with the vagaries of the draw, come up against Samurai, so yes, he's got some physical training to do.
I do, a bit of stretching to do, see if I can survive.
Great having you, Kenzo.
All thank you very much.
Very best, mate. Well done.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be shouting you on from the sidelines.
Thank you.
That's where we're best employed nowadays.
And might see you later if you're still
I'm
about.
sure you will, Kenzo. Yeah. Pull the headphones off, or you'll
thank you very
take
much.
us with you.
Yeah, you might fall over getting down the steps with those on.
Here we go.
Anyway, Gladiators through again. Look at that, bit of pace. Number 2 for Gladiators. Put that try down. 10-0. They are very exciting players with the ball in hand with a bit of space, Gladiators. And that was number 2 for them, Leo Halto. Football pretty good in the midfield game, but it's just out wide. Once those Gladiators get a bit of space,
the kick itself is wide.
they make the most of it. 12-0, halfway through the first half. That makes it a quarter.
I have a football club team sheet here, but as I say, it was the one from earlier in the game days, so maybe a bit of variety. It was good to see young James Christie play, Rob Christie's boy.
He was there, Rob.
He was playing earlier on, yeah. I don't think he's out there just now. He's
well, a couple of sons of Football Club staunch members. So there's James Christie there for Rob Christie's boy, and also Paddy Cook. Cook. James Cook, as Terry was laughing the other day, he was the founder of Discover New Zealand, but not the same James Cook. And he and his dad went to school together about 5-6 years ago when we were 5 or 6 years old. So that's a hell of a long time back.
It was.
Yeah. We came from a very small town with your father, your brother, and your uncle were only 2 people.
There weren't any iPads in the classroom back there, were there? Yeah.
It's good to see these young fellas coming through.
Oh, no, he's got a long way to go. Oh, there's a pullback by the football club player there.
Nice offload. I thought he might have made it his own.
There's actually, the referees missed a blatant pullback in the middle of the park on the first chasing Gladiators back, where it was actually a card probably, but it's unfortunate he wasn't watching. Obviously his eyes were following the ball. I think the big fella was pleased that he could offload that.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I thought he would have been through there in his own right. Nevertheless, had presence of mind, turned around, wasn't greedy, saw a player, popped it into it, and Football Club back in the game, 12-5.
Good to see Kenzo doing so well in Japan still.
Yeah, he's a great player. I mean, he's plied his craft well, and good on him. He's a very nice player as well.
That's I think. Yeah, exactly. I think come the knockout games that are coming up, there's going to be some real competition here today. Wait, now this is interesting, outmatch. Oh, and
again, this is where the speed comes in. Oh, didn't hold the ball, eh?
And actually, there was another late hit from Leon for Football Club on the Chinese guy. Felt, passed the ball, and Leon, I think the touches got it. Flags out. It was a fairly silly one from Leon Lai from Football Club.
Like I say, nevertheless, he's a big lad. He did well to get around. I tell you what, mate, he's no slouch for a
for a man that size.
From a popo.
No. I think it was a wee bit blatant. I think the referees.
It's only a penalty. I thought he might be going for a card. Nevertheless, here we go.
Well, he's called it a shove. I think that's fairly sympathetic.
You wouldn't want to get a shove from Leon, would you, mate? Really? No.
Anyway, here we go.
Shove sounds delicate. He's not a delicate-looking lad. Anyway, Gladiators taking the ball up, still have possession, scrappy, but they've come away with it. Here we go. Nice step. Well contained by Football Club though. And another penalty going against Football Club. On the ground, quick take, Gladiators. They're playing to their strength, which is speed. In terms of a very quick movement, they don't hang around. They realise that their opportunities lay with getting that ball and moving it real fast.
Oh, tournament director Billy Mason is hurrying towards us. I don't know if there's... No, he's just having a rest. And that's young James Christie on the park now, there, just with the ball in his hand just now. Father Rob.
I got to say, he's a lot better looking than Rob as well. Mind you, he is quite a bit younger. Number 14, young Christie there. Nice take by Football Club. Ooh, well gathered. Had 2 goes at it. Nevertheless, knock on there by Gladiators. Scrum for Football Club. Natixis.
Last step of the line out there, we'll scrum down to the Natixis Club. Running down into the last couple of minutes. Last couple of seconds, shall I say, of the first half.
Big push they're coming in from Gladiators. And penalty. Well done. Worked that scrum very well, did Gladiators. Pushed Football Club back and got a penalty out of it.
We're now at knockout, boys. Leighton. This is actually you're in the tournament, you're out the tournament now. So
do or die.
Do or die now, exactly. So you know, there'll be some lads just want to go further. I mean, this Shield, do you think is a wee knock over the top coming in? Nobody at home.
No. Look at that.
That's a good drive.
I was. Look at this Football Club. Boom.
They're offside again.
Unlucky there. Number 6 Football Club, I thought he was in with a fairly decent position, but
he's given the offside for early on. I think they were well over the ball there actually. Oh, was a big hit, but he recycled the ball.
Held the ball. Oh, look at that runner coming through, but didn't go with him. Here we go. Options.
Another good carry.
Good scrag by Football Club.
On the line over here.
Oh, the other way. Well done, Football Club. Over the top on his feet, contesting the ball.
Now, I'm not sure the kick was the option. Even I don't think the chasers were as quick.
Nevertheless, they get away with it. Referee's calling him offside. Football Club not hanging around there.
Jamie Wadder, he's a flair player. Oh, and he's just passed it, unfortunately, to the opposition. But once away again gets away with it. There was a knock on half time.
12-7. I think that's done. They go to the sidelines now. So Football Club certainly still in this one.
They're going to have 2 different kinds of games to be played here.
Right.
Football Club they've got to be fairly direct. You know, until they hit the opposition 22, and then they can see where they go. Because the legs are definitely with the Gladiators.
Indeed, that's it, Brucey. 2 teams, the 2 very different options or opportunities here. Football Club slightly bigger and more physical. They want to play the game up tight, getting it a bit wide and trying to run it. They're not going to get around the Gladiators. Gladiators not wanting too much physical contact. Albeit, having said that, they did a very good job on the scrum here, but they got speed. That's what they got speed.
I'm telling you, I think if you do a comparison for a number of years here, Leighton, it was the Chinese Agricultural College that came here. And you know, we knew the guys on the good team, but this Shandong development China team, this is a step up. They've got better rugby, and I think China's a right place, and you know they're not all small fellows. They go up north. There's some big lads. Remember the Colonel from the PLA?
Yes, PLA Colonel. I mean, they were big old lads. You've got to say, Brucey, they certainly can grow their own tall timber, and it wasn't just all sticks. No. I tell you, mate, there was a better meat there.
I think that's. I mean, obviously they're really working on their Sevens program. So therefore, what you've got here, you would imagine, are all guys that can play Sevens. But if they were maybe to bring a couple of the bigger players and start putting the money into 15s as well, you can see they've got the skill set, they've got the base. So it's all great to see.
Well, rugby's an ideal game for China. You've got all sorts, all sizes from all over the place, mate.
And you get a fairly big pool of players to pick from.
Yep. Tell you what, I think if they really want to get into it, they would clean up left, right and centre. Sevens at the moment, it's got to be the game, I think, Brucey, because that's where they...
Well, it's easy. You can develop, and it's easier. But, you know, as I say, they're set up and there's government commitment to sport. That's a great kick-off from Football Club. Well taken. Have a loose pass.
Good take, yeah, bit of a wild pass. Nevertheless, Gladiators have the ball now. Come back.
Well, there's a lovely inside pass again. That lad over the balls, the joint football club from the Chiefs in that programme.
Hong Kong Scottish Mooser down there, one arm banded. Oh, nice tackle there. Bumped the ball out of the hands of the Gladiators. Now they're scrambling to come back. And Young, unlucky there. James Christie got through, could have had the try, but in the end.
To the Gladiators, deep in the own 22.
Reinforcing the Scottish commentary here, we've got
at front row, the front row.
Yes, the front row club. Here we go. Come on, Moose, pull up a couch.
Daniel Musa. Were you with Watsonians in? You Watsonians in. Come and sit in the middle if you're all right here, Danny. All right?
Sit in the middle. Sit in the whole 4 seats.
Yeah, that is that. Yeah. Danny's had an off-season operation to remove the chip from his shoulder. You can see a sling on here.
Very common in Scotland.
I had it in both shoulders actually, but they've grown back.
Well, that's why you had a level-headed argument, mate. You had a chip on both shoulders.
Exactly. That's good cover back from, and he's put that emphatically out of play. So, Daniel, how do you think the tournament's been so far as a spectator?
Oh, it's been fantastic. Having been down here for 2 days.
3 days has only been going for 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to say, the beer's been flowing. A couple of good upsets. Samurai have struggled, and it's opened the tournament right up, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, it shows the level of the tournament that a team like Samurai can end up in the ball.
Yeah.
Obviously, not very happy for the teams like overseas old boys who now have Samurai in the bowl. But, you know, it's just spectacular, and I think Gabc, they're playing really good rugby. I thought the Project Water boys, I think they'll be a handful for anyone in the play.
Yeah, I agree. I was interested in actually speaking to the Gabc coach this morning, just saying he didn't feel he'd really been tested yesterday. So I think they still feel very due a sort of tough game, so see how they react to that.
No, I think they're very good. I think I mean, it's hard to call. I mean, we've been looking for a favourite for the tournament.
Gladiators through there, nice play. You just got the sense that try was always waiting to happen, wasn't it? They were shifting around a little bit there. They just got the legs.
Indeed.
I mean, we were talking just before you come up, Danny. This is the Chinese development team out of Shandong now. So, you know, the games come on. It used to be that Chinese agricultural college down here. Skill sets are in. They've got the pace. They've got the strength. They just maybe, obviously, they're developing sevens. They need to bring some of the big boys from other parts of China and get they had a couple of big boys in this team as well, because they've got all the skill and the pace.
Yeah, definitely agree. We've got the skill, they've got the pace, and I think, you know, if Alibaba now throwing a lot of money to Chinese rugby, it's really going to develop further in the next couple of years. And we'll see. There must be some huge men from China just need to be uncovered.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, there's the boys from you know better than anyone. You've not long left Scotland and playing in the Premiership. How much of a step up is it from being a Premiership player to come and play in this tournament?
I think the difference of the boys at home is probably the skill level and the speed of it. I mean, the guys at home, as you know, Brucey in Scotland, they're really good players, but you spend sort of 4 months in the middle of winter roughing out in the mud and the rain and the snow, and you come out here.
Only 4 months in Scotland.
Sometimes 5.
Oh, they're great football club, but he's going to need a fair. Oh, that's well done. He's done really well to get there.
Breakout there from the kickoff.
No, yeah.
So, but I think coming out here and playing in the harder on the harder service, and some bigger guys from the Southern Hemisphere will definitely be a test. But we seem to equip themselves quite well.
I think they've always been the surprise of the tournament. I mean, they could have beaten Gabc.
Yeah, we almost did.
Yeah, almost did. I thought some great breaks. Maybe just that extra pace out wide that Gabc had. But I mean, and particularly in the first half, some great clean breaks.
They held the Penguins well for sort of 15-16 minutes and slipped away at the end there. So they've done really well.
So I'm sort of hoping that it doesn't happen, but you know, I suppose we could have the Scottish XLs against Project Waterboys.
That may be a bit of a conflict for you, Bruce. Who are you going to cheer for that one then?
It depends whether Stuart Saunders is listening or not. You know, that's how it's going.
You'd have to cheer for Scottish, really.
Yeah,
they're your real loyalties. Come on here.
No, I think there'd be no loser in that. There'd be no loser in that one.
So Football Club back in the game now at 19-12. Great try, long run there put away. Football Club, well done. Here we are, 5 minutes to go. Still anyone's game, 19-12. Obviously, they're going to need to score twice to overcome the lead, but it's still on the table.
Well, they've shown they can burst through the middle. If they can use the big fellow, then feed off him again. And they've got some pace of their own.
Josh Aft, you're looking like a spring chicken earlier on when he was romping down the paddock.
So What the point? What about your rugby next year, Danny? Are you back playing next year?
I'm 50-50.
What do you mean 50-50?
50-50, having had a shoulder done, a knee done 2 years ago, my other shoulder. I think it might be time to...
well, Brucey's retiring. He doesn't need his shoulder. You can have his, and we'll put you on for another 50.
Well, I've heard you're leaving Hong Kong late, so that's why I'm retiring, you see.
Yeah. No opposition. No opposition in the front row left, exactly.
With Brucey retiring and you leaving, there's no one for me to play against, really, so...
Oh, mate.
I think, as I said, you know, there's probably, if you don't want to play top level rugby, and if Scottish still don't have a sort of social team, there's room in the Kowloon specials for you. I can tell you that right now. There's a couple of props leaving the ranks there.
There's an advert going out. They'll be doing interviews. They'll be doing interviews pretty soon. I think Broomy will have the advert out.
This is going out worldwide. We can actually put an advert out now. Are you past your best? You love it, and you love a game of rugby. You can talk a lot of nonsense, and you can still win a scrum.
Aye.
Come to Hong Kong. You'll be there. Yeah.
You'll be there. So Gladiators had the ball coming away from that. There's a man down.
Oh, look at the skill set. That was a lovely fend through the gap, actually. Great skill set.
I think that's going to be it at the moment. So there you go. It's going to go to 26, pretty likely to 12. Too big now, I think, for Football Club to come back. They've contested well. Good on Football Club. I tell you what, local derby. They're in here against some of the very best players in the tournament, and they've held their own.
We just missed under the post there a very strange warm-up routine from these Africans, actually. It was basically a 15-man scrum.
There's some big boys in that team, isn't there?
Well, there are, and I think a couple of very good players. He usually wears number 8 with the beard, but it's just the level of tournament. You know, they have to come and find out. Or somebody a bit hurt here, actually.
Yeah, he's been down for a while. He might have been. Yeah. He might have been knocked out, I think, mate. The way they're looking at him, he's not moved much.
Well, the one thing about it, we've got all the proper care here and everything. Let's just hopefully look after it. So, Danny, 50-50 to rugby. 25% back to Scottish, another season in the first team, and 25% your lifetime ambition, Kowloon specials.
Well, that's pretty much it. But it's interesting, appreciate talking about playing next year. Just I've been out here for 3 years now, and the level of the competition has just got better and better and more physical. Because I'd say that Premiership now is probably about 67% full time. So.
And what do you think to the initiative to bring these lads from the Chiefs up? What do you think it's done for the local game?
I think it's been good. I think the guys who stayed on this year turned out to be great guys. I mean, we've had one guy, Josh Dowsing, at our club's been a great addition. He's got right involved in the club, and I suppose they bring everyone on, don't they? Because they've come from New Zealand and the Chiefs in a certain environment, which is we've been setting very high standards, so we've now kind of leading the way for the guys to follow. So I think it's a good impact.
It's not bad. We get a few lads for the Chiefs and we send Leighton back. It's a fair swap, isn't it?
Seems
a bloody good swap, I'd say. Actually, you're giving back someone from the Horrorfanua, who you'll never have heard of, disappeared as a union. That was my home union. You're getting Chiefs.
Horrorfanua captain. Watched him play in the 3rd division of the old NPC.
I heard the horror bit. That's all I heard. There. And that boy's up and about his way. That's good.
Good to see.
Not too bad. And the referee with the big shots is ready to start the second half.
Here we go.
Just about
3 minutes to go in this game, Brucey. I think it's going to be a bit hard now. 26 to 12.
After this,
scores needed, 3 converted scores, or 3 scores, sorry. Needed for club. Ball comes back. Gladiators pick it up.
Oh, good turn piece.
Yeah, look at that nice little turn on the ground there. Took it up. Not showing away for contact, these lads either. Nevertheless, penalty to Gladiators. Taking it really quick. That's where it pays dividends for them. They are just fast boys.
Starting to find holes now.
There we go.
Just getting round the big boys quite easily now here.
And they've competed very well on contact. Gladiators are smaller sides. Been quite impressed.
Another try deep in the second half.
Next up, by the way, because we have to fill it in ourselves now, there's a bit more thought.
I'm glad you're paying attention.
You'll be struggling here with commentary.
Loser against 3 versus Blue Game 4.
We'll just make it up like we usually do.
That's all right, don't you worry. We've got the East African Dragons versus the Devil's Advocate East African.
Silver Dragons.
Devil's Advocate Silver Dragons. My money here, I don't know, because the Shanghai boys have actually excelled themselves.
They've done very well.
Really well in some games.
I'm going to have to back the East Africans because my own mate Breezy's coaching them, so I'll back the East Africans on this one.
Oh, they've been there. I mean, you've seen they've got the certainly got the speed, they certainly got the physicality. They're not the small lads. Maybe just the technical aspect's not been brilliant, but I'd be with you on this. I think in the end, I think they could do this.
I think East Africans would have to be going here. I think they just might win it on physicality. Yeah, and I say they've got a couple of outstanding players who went right about it. And actually, to tell the truth, when they come such a long way, you really want them to advance, don't you? Yeah.
Mind you, I think Terry Wright was saying we're not too sure what part of East Africa Fiji is.
Yeah, there was only a couple of them. You know, as I've told you before, I'm a big exponent of the Highland and Island selection for Scotland, so some of these islands are quite far away from the west coast as well. That's another thing, Danny, you'd agree with me this. I mean, about 150 years ago, we exported the forefathers of a lot of New Zealand players, and we're just taking one or two back. Oh, it's football club. Jimmy Lauder, go on, your mum's watching, Jimmy. Oh, not really good.
Good run. Oh, unlucky. Look at the bloke coming through, gave it away. Great run.
Unfortunately, this might just... Oh, Jamie's back and made the tackle. That's great work rate.
Jamie's dad is out here playing the 10s in 1987.
1987.
For the far and away touring side.
I have to...
Made of primarily of Edinburgh Ackies.
I'll have a word of off microphone about that, because I was talking to you and parents, and it turns out that I think I know folk related to Jamie as well.
By Josh away again.
Well taken in there by Football Club. Lovely
stuff.
Look at that pass. Nice big behind the back.
Oh, it's off here through the middle.
Great skill.
Great feet.
Football Club are giving nothing away here.
I think they need to give it to the big boy again for a charge up until they get a bit
They're
closer.
on here, surely.
Play the numbers.
Oh, there's going to be young Christie's on the outside. Young James Christie. And he back inside.
Nicely passed back infield again. Support there for Football Club. Oh, it's just the pace on these Gladiators. The boys can run.
They're killing the ball there, though. They've killed the ball, yeah.
Anyway, penalty.
Oh, God, just inside. Here's the big boy. Oh, try.
Across he goes. Try. Right on full time. They got a try. Well done. I think Natixis Football Club.
I think there's been more red cards and yellow cards this turn than I've seen before in the past.